Welcome on back, ladies and gentlemen. We are continuing Act 2, Part 5, if I'm correct. Yeah, that sounds correct. Crossing the Threshold. Let's jump right into it. How has your week been? There is a certain game that's coming out very soon that I just applied for, and it is a game that we visited a while back during the live stream, checking out the demo, and I cannot wait for it. It's called Micah and the Witch's Mountain. Kind of like a Kiki Delivery kind of game. But enough of that, let's continue with Tavern Talk. Good morning, Innkeep. Could you please make me a drink? Need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again. Of course. Okay, well, just a moment. Alrighty. Swift Strike. All the decks. And bit of defense. That's a little too much defense. And what was it? A bit of intelligence. And there we got Swift Strike. Order up. Does anybody else here play D&D? Because I do. Yeah, I enjoyed the living hell out of it. Me and my brother have been playing playing his campaign for a while, and we got stuck into a queen's what is it called? Basilisk, a queen basilisk nest. So next session is going to be very interesting. Thank you. I feel much better already. Long night. Very. It turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help. Also, the reason why it's going to be interesting is because, one, obviously the queen is going to be powerful as all hell. Two, we just got done with a different fighting other basilisks and other things in their nest. And I am low on spell slots, so hopefully we can either defeat it or get the hell out of there. Regret offering it? Not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. Before I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt confident enough to try. It's fun to try. A bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice, though. That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Vale, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. I mean, I'm pretty good at falling. You're pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay? Okay, thank you. Oh, this is a new character. Good day to you, Innkeeper. Good day to you, Adventurer. Speaking of new characters, I couldn't find the... I forgot her name already. The new character from last episode, the one that I know for a fact works with Quincy. I could not remember or find her on Quincy's page because it's been a while since I've watched Quincy's stuff. So If y'all could help me out on remembering who that character is from last episode is, please let me know. Good day to you, Nick. To you, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. That is what I am indeed. Sorry, I was just got a PM. I have to check it. I come here seeking a drink. What a what a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drinks they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good, of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes. Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. Okay. So, could be a decent of different drinks. Because we recently got, like, what, 2 different defense ones? The Frosted Lagoon. That was not always all the way to max, so yeah. So we could go the Frozen Lagoon, or we can go with the First Snow. I'll go with the First Snow. Give him something new. A little bit of dex, a little bit of charisma, and all the defense. I think we gave him... Oh wait, I know what I did wrong. Defense. What did we use for defense? I believe it was like a double. No? Okay. And we're gonna have to feed our buddy quite a bit, because I messed this up for the first time. Alright, so crap ton of defense. Start with that. And a little bit of charisma. And a bit of intelligence. No, not intelligence. Oh wait, is that what it was? Let me try that. Now I'll add the that. There we go. For snow. I'm a goof. Liquid protection against your foes, now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize, I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I'm a Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. That's a mouthful. So he's a royal. And up and coming here from Winsmore, and who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove. You're Fable? Yes. Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved the Tigerian from werewolves? So she has made a name of herself. That's kind of cool. Did the very same. Wow, that was incredible. Please, it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope? Of course. They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunite the family. That's one way to put it, for sure. They do have a way with words. Incredible. A true hero indeed. They spoke of you helping with the aftershock of the starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have a heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav? Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm currently leaving the backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, archery is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Archie. That's how you say Archie? Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as a infusion for the right drink, they can haste you up in no time. Really, that's spectacular. I always thought those things were myths and legends you can only read about in books. Do you read a lot? You know, sometimes that... not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventures and books so full of them. Books are so full of them. They are. I'm pretty sure he reads quite a bit. I'm just too cool for books. Yep. Right. Totally. Books are cool. You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do really quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. You're just trying to act cool, dude. Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventure and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the introductions of the Daira Declarations, or even become a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of this world, don't you think? The Daira Declaration? I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of the canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceros. First time ever hearing about that kind of monster. It's not going all that well because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Daira itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand, you know, physically, with your literal hands. Ah, okay. So, I would. Go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course. That sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till the next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. That was an interesting fellow, indeed. That was adorable. Weird. Not because of him. He heard about me being a hero. That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway. There are much greater heroes than me out there. He wasn't impressed by the other heroes. He was impressed with you. That's nice. You don't sound very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve this praise. This sounds like a in particular person in my community. I wonder who it could be. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. 100% true. Granted, sometimes I feel like this too, to be honest, so thanks guys. Really appreciate your support. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing that Fable, the great hero of Ashen Grove and savior of Tavern. Still can't pronounce that properly. Also, I have been failing on letting y'all know. If you want to get this game, link is down in the descriptions, or at least wishlist it and support the developers. They have put a lot of amazing work into this game. Alright. I get it. Thank you, and keep. I'll try better to accept compliments. Good. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly. And hello, Melit shit. Malachi, I think. It's good to see you both again. Likewise. Right now, can I offer you a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. Are you talking about the one you just picked up by any chance? Your incredibly deduction skills strike again. I'm only trying to match wits here. Hehe. So you're interested in saving those poor families? Was it families or familiars? Familiars. Okay. I am missing familiars. Missing familiar silent wizard. Clues leading to a seemingly dead end. It sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. If I remember correctly, we did set it up for this in particular character to take on too. And her sneaking assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team, but they are going on a quest together. They are not? Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. But she can't reach the quest board. I needed a drink anyway. So you're sending Melly on a quest alone? as it as it is customary. That's how the Shadow Bane have always handled it. Mail isn't part of the Shadow Bane. It's an honored tradition. I don't remember. I don't think she's part of the Shadow Bane. I'm gonna see about going with this one because I don't want Mel going by herself. But she wishes to walk the path of thieves, so she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of detective, and that just sounds dangerous and negligent. You know what the word is. I agree. You're not coming with me? No. Why not? I just explained that. Badly. But you have to come with me. Why? It's clearly a job for two people. There's no job that can't be done alone. If I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence. Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training? But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me? I don't know, Melina. And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do. The T-Rex threat is much lower than lower in Zephyr. I think you should go with her. Yeah, right, I'm gonna go with that answer. I think you should mind your own business. I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar themed vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do. You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours. And you don't have any other friends waiting around for you. Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. Sheepfish? You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus he needs to be fed and to do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise, his wool would get dry. Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely. Yeah, I could take care of Rufus. What? I love how we're just ganging up on him. This is freaking awesome. Well, I live nearby and I'm very good with animals and pretty decent at crossword puzzles. It sounds like an excellent idea. Hold on. I just got a DM from the devs from Tavern Talk, so give me 1 second. I asked them a question about which creators from TikTok were on here. It is Mythia, or as she is known IRL, Mackenzie Catron. That's who it is. Okay. And they sent me a link for her website. Okay. Mackenzie Catron, award-winning at disabled YA fantasy author. Oh, she's an author too? A Goblin of the Glade. Released November 2023. Okay, this is cool. A Daughter of the Trolls. Okay, yeah, definitely gonna have to link this down below for y'all. Because I had no idea she was an author. Those are the two books that, at least are on her front page. This is just messaged them. Thank you, I'm recording it now, so this is ironic timing. So this is perfect, dude. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing? Sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mel and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I'd prefer a song about you and the shit, saving those familiars instead. Right, Mel? Fine, but just this once. See it as a final exam for your training. Yay, that sounds fun. Wonderful. So, do you two need any help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, detective? Well, it's great that you would ask. Mighty assistant? Please don't call me that. Okay, mighty Malabem? No. How about John? Sure. So John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us through closely, and I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues, sprinkling throughout the witnesses, testimonies, and piecing them together correctly. The town folks, the wizard, the family, familiars, they'll all have different complicating information, and they'll need to collect and untangle. We'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. Sorry, I'm a bit nasally, which is messing with my speech. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth power, find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence. I can offer you some of the golden feather. They do come with sweet aftertaste of haste. The way you should be able to make it to record much quicker. Great idea. I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making a familiar disappear, they won't be interested in a discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight at first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of stealthy approach. Different problem requires different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh Phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared. Does Adu even fire breath? Technically yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. That's our little familiar. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows though. I'd love to try Adu's marshmallows. I'll see if I can set something up when you return. Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us. That's ridiculous. The dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work, Innkeeper. What do you think? They definitely use a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with? Haste for a quick arrival, and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength, or and some fire resistance. What do you think about it? I think, in my opinion, the stealthy and charismatic way would be best for this situation, because they still have not figured out who it could be. So let's go ahead and do the stealthy approach. So the infusion for haste, a lot of charisma and some dex. Okay, let's see here. Which one was that? That one? Or was it this? No. Okay. I think it was this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the 1,000 Winds. Let's get that going on there. What was it again? Haste. So this. Plenty of charisma. And defense. There we go. 1,000 Winds. Order up. I think this case needs a delicate hand, and the best detective work is achieved through a clever conversation. Ah, you're spot on. Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective? Yes, with your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon. Quest of snooping. I should go with them to pick up that sheepfish before they disappear into the night. Don't forget to sing him a lullaby. Rufus or John? Rufus. Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now. Have fun, Fable. So, I'm starting to think Fable's got a crush on him. What do y'all think? Oh, hello, Chrissy. Innkeeper, Chrissy, glad to see you're alright. Likewise, good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through, don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage, on the birds, and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopy of the grove are sturdy after all. which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. I felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walk a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the barren ridge where the aura touched the peaks. I think I read that right? If I didn't, my bad. I heard the view was quite remarkable. It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. Also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend after all, even scarier creatures. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as. We should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that, and I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh, remember the nymphs from when we last spoke? I do. I met one at the art convention. She was selling a little homemade trinkets. I remembered our conversation and got you this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Thought you might appreciate it. I do, thank you. It certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. Aw, you're such a sweet talker, but you can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for reals. I should know that one since I grew up with that slang. I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, innkeeper. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. Nighttime. Whoa, that's a new character. Is that the Banshee that we just talked about? Baya, good to see you again. It's been a while. Baya, interesting name. Yes, a while. 6,000 years. What the hell? What are you? More like 2 months. Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer. You hibernated at this time of year? It was for the Bloom Tide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the dreaming moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can sustain the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all the 7 moons at once? Yes, ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become incredibly obvious with bathing in their beauty. Such festivals sound exciting. No. They are loud with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. They gave their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them dressed in my prettiest potion ivy adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? They chased me away with their fairy brooms, chanting, "Demon, be gone!" for the top of their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate every dreamy moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Maybe you should give them another chance. Maybe you should chase them out of your home. Considering the last conversation we just had, consider giving them another chance. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creature of the bogs. Only with the stories with their bone-crushing teeth. What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth? They think you might want to crush their bones with them. Ah, but that would be so rude. They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flowers crowns in all of Gaia, maybe even all of Astria. Those sounds are perfect for a festival. For a festival. You might be right. Maybe I'll greet them with some flowers crowns next year. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store. I'd definitely buy one. Nah. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. Do you still have those drinks that make you as dirty as tree bark in case their torches come near me again? In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. So fire resistance. Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead and get her set up with some high defense. Frosted Lagoon or Peeking the Sunrise. I think we can go with that one. No, that's intelligence, not defense. That's the only one? Yeah, I guess. Frozen Lagoon. And fire resistance. Throw that in there already. Plenty of defense. We got the charisma already, so what else are we? Nope. It is the charisma. It's the strength that we already have. So, charisma. Too much charisma. What are we missing? We got the strength. We got the defense. I'm confused. Okay. No, I just didn't see him throw up the sign. Water up! Liquid tree bark just for you. Oh, delicious. I feel I could devour any torch now. Thank you, innkeeper. What woke you up from your slumber anyhow? The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many small sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. After the trees and windows and killed bugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest. Heartburn? Holiness. I thought I should go out there and advertise my new spa. Because only a cricket were visiting. They aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. I went to where I knew people would use my services, the werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course, so I just hung the coupons up on the piece of thin red string in the nearby canopies, together with some jolly little bells, so the wind would announce their presence, like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud mask. I hope they'll visit me sometime. I didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody, so we can all look beautiful together. That sounds wonderful, Aya. I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Of course. Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself. Ah, but there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Except the jackdaw? Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest. Oh, the bird. The one that keeps pooping in my inn. No one's here because it's almost closing time. You have to come by earlier during the day, or earlier in the evening, or during events. But there will be people here. Yes, I believe that's the point. Nah, too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. Will do. That was an interesting character indeed. But with that, we'll feed our buddy, clean up the inn, and of course, blow out the candles. If you like this episode, please leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future videos, and see y'all in the next one.